This is Brother Ron, and welcome to We All Be News Radio and TV, the news-free Dixie for the 21st century. America, America, God crap his grace on thee. Welcome, boys and girls, scholars and laymen, to another wonderful infotainment, edutainment edition of The Art of It Stinks. Dot provocateur number 11111 in the 2018 main. This is Brother Ron, also known as R2, C2, H2, the Art of It. And I shouldn't have left y'all. It's been a long time. Well, just a couple of days, several days, but long enough. It's time for me to drop some info you can use to Use, cause knowledge is the currency of the universe. Let's dig in, alright? Because racism is as American as a Papa John's piece of pie. Okay, let's get to the point. John Snyder, Mr. Snyder, the visionary behind Papa John's Pizza. Allegedly, he started this pizza empire by selling his beloved Camaro. Back in 1983 or 84, he started Papa John's in a broom closet in his father's bar. And it grew from there. It's like, according to online sources, it's the third largest pizza company in the world. Got almost 5,000 pizza stores in 40 countries throughout the world. Pretty impressive. Started in 84. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Pizza pies in the oven, now we're here. 30 minutes or less. Took him 30 plus years to get here. But he's the key stakeholder or stockholder or shareholder of his company. So basically, they get $1 billion in pizza sales annually. That's a lot of pizza. That's a lot of dough in more ways than one. That's a lot of dough. So let's get to the point. Now, Papa John was on a conference call with his at the time, media specialist, the laundry people, laundry agency. They supposed to clean up the dirt, not put it out there for consumption. They supposed to be in the business of laundering the dirt, cleaning the money, cleaning an image of their client. But the snitch, the whistleblower, whatever you want to call it, because America doesn't like a snitch. Does not like informants, but everybody snitching. Everybody tell. But the laundry guy, the agency, leak what Papa John found and said during the conference call when he's trying to clean up his image. You know, Papa John took a couple of hits over the years for outspokenness. The founder, John Snyder, he critiqued and criticized the players for sitting or kneeling during the national anthem because Papa John was a major sponsor of the NFL for several years. You know, Peyton Manning was slinging them pizzas as well as footballs for several years. He was a great spokesperson for the Papa John's franchise, you know, and Peyton Manning daddy. You know, there's nothing with the Peyton Manning, but he's a good old boy. He's from Louisiana, New Orleans. Daddy Archie Manning played for the Saints. Brother Eli played for Ole Miss. He played for the University of Tennessee, Rocky Top. And his daddy is from Drew, Mississippi. And you know, Mississippi got down. Drew, Mississippi's not that far from Tallahatchie, from Sunflower, from Greenwood, you know, Emmett Till, Fannie and Lou Hamer. That's civil rights ground zero. This is not about Peyton Manning. I just wanted you to get the idea of the mindset. Now, John Snyder or Snotner, whatever you want to call it. I'm still recording. He's from Indiana. Now, if you know your American history, which is as racism is as American as piece of pie, not cherry pie, not apple pie, but a piece of pie, Mona Lisa, piece of pie. So Indiana, in the second reincarnation or resurrection of the Klan, was the largest Klan state in all the land back in the 1920s when the Klan was in its heyday. Had 4 million members strong. Even had U.S. senators like Hugo Black, who became a Supreme Court justice, who ruled in favor of Brown v. Board. He was a U.S. senator from Alabama with a banjo on his knee and a Klansman hood on his head. And he was a U.S. senator who became a Supreme Court justice. He denounced his membership in the Klan, but even people like Robert Byrd, the U.S. senator from West Virginia, who was a Democrat, because the Klan was an invention of the Democratic Party. Don't ever forget that General Nathan Bedford Forrest was a proud Democrat, a delegate to the Democratic Convention back in 1868. This is the first Grand Wizard of the KKK, whose birthday is on July 13th. Oh, KKK! You know, so he was an alderman in Memphis, also Democratic delegate. Prolific slave trader, war criminal, Fort Pillow Massacre, 1864. Take a look. It's all online, and now it's a historic marker in front of the Memphis National Cemetery, courtesy of Brother Ron and the We All Be Group Incorporated. And that's another story you can find in We All Be TV archives. But let me get back to this story. Here's a story about a man named Snyder. Well, anyway, he's from Indiana, right? He started Papa John's in his father's tavern in the broom closet. Indiana was the biggest Klan state during the resurrection of the Klan. It was a white man who was a high-ranking member of the Klan that brought the Klan down because he was involved in an early incident of Me Too where he bit and raped a white woman. He bit her and she died from the infections. Bit her, beat her, raped her on a train. She ended up dying in her home. And Stephen Black, you know, think about it. Indiana had people in the government, the governor, mayors, senators, all type of politicians were part of the Klan. The Klan was out in the open. Even Donald Trump, daddy was a Klansman. Go back to New York Times article back in the 20s of June of 27. WIB was one of the first alternative media outlets to talk about this openly, that Fred J. Trump was arrested in Queens by police during a Klan rally where they was actually beating up on police officers in New York City. I shit you not. This is not Mississippi. This is not Alabama. This is not Georgia. This is Queens. Queens, y'all, in New York City. Back in the 20s, Fred Trump was arrested by the police for fighting with the police. So take a look. It's all online. New York Times archives. Okay, getting back. Well, Papa John's, John Snyder talked about how the fact with this media PR firm that, hey, back in the day, Colonel Sanders used to call black folks niggers. How was he able to get away with it? You know, Colonel Sanders stole his recipe from black people. Matter of fact, the secret recipe for KFC chicken is black people. Now, black people, it's a secret recipe for finger licking good Colonel's chicken. Black folks has been the secret recipe for the America, for making America. This is America. This is America. Okay. This is America. This is America. Okay. Getting back to that. John Snyder talked about it. He said, why can Colonel Sanders get away with it and I couldn't get away with it? And I don't think he was just calling black folks as niggers. All these niggers, they so spiteful. These niggers ain't loyal. I don't think he was doing none of that. I think he was just talking about, you know, making an example, historical example. And I can see Colonel Sanders probably saying that because he's a product of his times. Now, also, he talked about how, I believe, when he was growing up, this is what I'm getting from the news outlet. There's no audio recording that I know of John Snyder making any of these remarks that we know. But I think he said when he was growing up that it wasn't unusual for black folks to be dragged to death behind trucks. Now, y'all remember what happened to James Byrd 20 years ago in Texas, where he was dragged to death by white folks in a pickup truck. So you saying growing up in Indiana, which I told you was the largest Klan state in the country back in the 20s and the early part of the 20th century, that it wasn't unusual for black folks to be dragged behind trucks. So, I mean, this is America. So Papa John's founder got to resign because he let you know that racism is as American as piece of pie. Come on now. You know, black folks, we know they get us all in this emotional porn. See, I don't like this emotional porn. You want to go away. We got to make people go away. I mean, what about us saying nigga this, nigga that? It's ridiculous. You want to get rid of the word nigga out of Mark Twain books? These are historical documents, primary sources of how it was back then. Mark Twain, he spoke out about white folks was crazy and stupid for being racist. He talked about how white skin was ugly. He talked about how beautiful all the melanated brothers and sisters were. We see around the world these beautiful people with all this melanin. Mark Twain, one of the American sons, knew that racism was horrible. That was a part of American culture. And he talked about it in his book. But if you look at Huckleberry Finn, he didn't just call him a nigger. He said nigger Jim. He gave nigger Jim some humanity. Now, that's another story. I'm not going to get on to that. But, you know, there was a movement not too long ago. They want to take out the word nigger in Mark Twain's classics. So they want to whitewash this history. They want to cover up everything. And they already ain't teaching you critical thinking and how to read at your grade level in school. So you really lost. And now what they're doing is playing and manipulating people's emotions. And my thing was, I don't think he should have had to step down and go away. Because the thing about it was, it's so symbolic anyway, because he's the major shareholder of Papa John's. And you know, black folks still gonna buy pieces, like we still drink Starbucks, like we still go to Denny's, like we still go to Waffle House, like we do a lot of things, like we still pay taxes, and we talking about how racist America is on 4th of July. On the 4th of July, the 4th of July, and we still pay taxes, we still drink Starbucks, we still eating Papa John's, we still going to Denny's, we still going to Waffle House. This is America. This is America. So you are participating. We have made it our choice to be a slave to convenience and to punishment. Because this is what this is. We are punishing ourselves. Black people as a whole, we are gluttons for punishment. Because if we wasn't, we've been liberated. We would have freed ourselves of this demonic matrix generations ago. And that's another topic. I'm just going out, I'm spewing it. And speaking about emotional porn, stop it with the EmMEtt Till shit, white people. Stop teasing and fucking with black folks over the EmMEtt Till thing. Because you know the BIBI is guilty as hell. She was there that night, and she pointed out EmMEtt to her murderous husband, Roy Bryant, and his murderous half brother, J.W. Malone. She was there. Moses Wright, EmMEtt's great uncle, his cousins. They heard a woman voice said, "That's the one." So she gave up EmMEtt Till. She is not only just an accomplice, but she is a murderer, in my opinion, because she told the historian Tim Tyson in 2008 that he was innocent. Unless she let this boy get lynched and killed, and his name disgraces his family and his mama pain, and decades later she get to die surrounded by loved ones peacefully in her home, and she's not even dead. She's probably not only alive, but the bitch is well. B.I.B.I., excuse me. B.I.B.I. is a well. Her nephew, according to Wikipedia before they change it and other sources, is the governor of Mississippi. Phil Bryant is Roy Bryant's nephew, and he is Carolyn Dunham, Bryant, whatever she go by, nephew by marriage. And he's the governor of Mississippi. Now, I'm not blaming him, because I only think he was 1 year old when the EmMEtt Till stuff went down, if he was born at all. But I'm letting you know that she got all types of political connections and protection for the complexion. So I think she used to live in Greenville, but I think Greenville, Mississippi, but I think she moved to North Carolina. That would make sense because Tim Tyson, he works at Duke University, so she might live near Duke University. But I'm not saying that anybody should do anything to her, but I'm saying this is a joke because you playing and touring with black folks' emotion. You already got black folks getting called on for barbecuing, for selling newspapers, for being at swimming pools, for being Bill Cosby, for playing Kind of Blues too loud on his birthday, which is July 12th. The white folks in his neighborhood called the police on him for playing jazz too loud. Not hip hop, but jazz, y'all. Kind of Blue. Bitches Brew. I don't know. Duke Ellington. He was playing that jungle music too loud. So anyway, Duke Ellington. Oh my God, man. I can't make this stuff up. But yeah, this is crazy, man. Y'all want to get rid of symbols and statues, but y'all not changing the system. Y'all not getting rid of the system that upholds these symbols and statues and that keep in place white mediocrity and racism, not supremacy. We got to stop that because we defeat ourselves. There's nothing supreme about whiteness in nature. It's recessive. White is considered genetically recessive in nature. It's a weak link. So you making the weak link the strongest chain. You making the weak link the strongest link in the chain, which is crazy. See, that's an insanity of black people. So we lost, but we can be found. But we refuse to accept that we have a choice in being found. and doing something about our condition. But here it is. I'm talking about Emmett Till. Emmett Till happened August 29th, 55. And we still talking about, can we bring somebody to justice? If justice was really justice, that B.I.B.I. would have been in jail along with Byron Day LeBeck with decades ago. Because she's guilty as hell. But yet we got people in the community who are not well informed. They keep on telling us that this woman is dead. Her sister-in-law, J.W. Malum's wife, died a couple years ago. The lady who actually accused Emmett Till of Wolf Wilson and of sexual harassment, she is alive and probably doing well. She's in her 80s. But yet Bill Cosby can't get no love. He 81. And he did more for humanity than Carolyn Bryant done. Or maybe you could argue that she did more because she inspired by her horrible action the American Civil Rights Movement. I don't know. There's a coin toss to me. Maybe Papa John could toss it up during the NFL Super Bowl. I don't know. He was a sponsor. But anyway, I'm saying all this to say, people, we don't let your emotions get the best of you. Don't let yourself be a victim or addict to emotional porn when it comes to racism, white mediocrity, things of that nature. We got to stop it, people. It's on us. And we got to do better. We can do better. We must do better. Now's the time to do it. So I can talk a lot about this, but I think I just want to get it out there. I'd like to get your all thoughts about this whole thing with Papa John's, with Emmett Till, with Bill Cosby. I think it's a joke. I think it's a joke. They lynched Bill Cosby in court. I don't care what y'all think about Bill Cosby as a man and his actions or inactions or in innuendo. It was wrong how he was railroaded in court. And this was a black man who had resources and money. So they could do that to him. Imagine what they've been doing to brothers and sisters all this time for generations and decades. We've been hearing stories about people being innocent on death row for 30 years. DNA evidence. Then they got the nerve to act like the people should be okay. And you took away the prime years of their life in terms of raising a family, of producing, reproducing themselves, in terms of making a living and living their lives and making their dreams real. You got the nerve to say they should be okay after 30 years of imprisonment, that they should pray to Jesus and forgive their enemies and not ask for too much after death. I'd be goddamn. This country owes so much. That's why it's so fucking wealthy and broke at the same time. This country owes everybody, but don't pay nobody back. That's why Donald Trump is president, because he owes a lot of motherfuckers and he ain't gonna pay them back. Cause that's the American way, Jack. Cause this is America. This is America. This is America. Y'all think y'all did something by making Papa John resign. Y'all still making Papa John that green. He's still gonna get that dough. He got the dough. He's still getting paid, man. That's white mediocrity. That's racism at work. So we gotta understand what it is. So if you like the words from Brother Herb, please spread the word. Please support the We All Be movement. You can make a one-time or recurring donation via paypal.com, email address r2c2hu@gmail.com, or you can become a Patreon member at patreon.com/We All Be. And I owe people some awards, and it's coming, y'all, because my luck is taking a turn for the better. And you keep on fighting. That's why it's so important that when you do anything, in the words of one of my jagnas, Dr. EmMEtt Price, he said, Ron, the only way you can fail at anything if you stop trying. The only way you can fail at life if you quit. If you give in, up, and out. Never give in, never give up, never give out. Keep fighting, keep striving, keep on producing. Keep on producing. Oh, shit. Keep on producing and pushing. Keep on producing and pushing, and things will happen. Things will have to turn your way. The sun goes up, the sun comes down, the sun got to go back out again. It's always darkest before the light. And it's so true. So with that said, y'all family, I want to thank you all. I'll be doing some more live streams very soon. Be having a crazy work day and week, but God is good. Universe is good. I am favored. You are blessed. We are. I am. So whatever you are, I am. And I am blessed. I am great. I am revolutionary. I am prosperous. I am love. So in the words of Great Duke family, we love you madly. Keep on producing and pushing.